Red Hot Gotsy, come subscribe, come subscribe, come subscribe, come subscribe.
Red I got you. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I'm going to be talking about the Snyder cut, and basically, Zack Snyder's vision on the 2017 movie, part of the DC cinematic universe. A lot of these movies have had a bad rap, and I kind of get why. They kind of leave a bad impression on people. So I'm basically gonna just kind of lay my thoughts down and kind of show you what I think of this movie. The new cut, Snyder cut, the one that people have been fighting for 4 years. The fanboys, stuff like that. Let's keep it a buck here. It's been the fanboys, so they really wanted this, and I'm just gonna go over it and just kind of speak my mind. So yeah. Alright, I guess the first thing I'll talk about is, the slow motion. The bullcrap that they were doing throughout the entire movie that, made it 17 hours long. Like, I honestly think it's so annoying how they added so much, Snyder added so much slow motion to this movie. And, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, alright, I am lying. I'm kind of mad because it's just why would you add that much slow motion in this movie? And it's it's already 4 hours long. And people I've read, not read, I've heard people, talk about this movie, other reviews and stuff. And it's this movie literally could be 2.5 to maybe 3 hours long. Maybe some people even say 2 hours. If you take out a lot of, not only the extra scenes, which I'll get into, but all the slow mo in the scenes that actually matter too, like Batman taking a U-turn or something like that during the final battle. Flash is a whole first scene with Iris and stuff like that. That was ridiculous. He caresses her hair and crap. Bro, stop, just stop. This is ridiculous. This is gonna be more of a kind of a rant review. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna talk crazy and just not even care. I don't even care about it at this moment. I just gotta say it. Someone's gotta say it. So yeah, I basically have the same kind of I wouldn't say negative, but more of I have more of a critique, kind of a bigger critique for this movie, just because I can barely call it a movie. With just how ridiculous the slow-mo is, how ridiculously long it is, just, how it's structured and stuff like that. And one of those things is the slow-mo is ridiculous. It makes the movie so much longer. That's probably the big problem with it. It makes the movie so dang long. So you need to get rid of, mostly all of it. With very important parts of the movie, you can add slow-mo. Other than that, don't do it at all. I mean, at all, because it's ridiculous. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the extra scenes. Obviously, this is a 4-hour movie. The other movie in 2017 was 2 hours, so it's literally 2 hours of extra footage. For this movie, and it's some of this stuff was already filmed and stuff like that, and it was already put together, but it wasn't a full film yet. Obviously he wasn't able to finish it because his daughter, stuff like that, tragedy. It really was a tragedy, but at the end of the day he wasn't able to finish it, so he had to get someone else, Whedon. And I want to make a video about him and Gal, and him and Ray Fisher, because I heard that controversy going on. I'm definitely gonna touch up on that. It's not looking good for Joss. The Joss League. You know what I mean. I'm just saying. Video coming soon. But other than that, it's bro, for this movie, you did not need as much. Again, I already said it's 4 hours. It's 4 hours of footage. I can barely call this a movie. I was struggling after I finished, bro. Because during it, it was killing me. I was all right, is it going to end? Literally, when you see, I think it was at the end of the 2017 one. You see the whole Justice League. I think you see the Batwing or whatever come up, and you just see, the sunshine, stuff like that, shine on them. It's kind of like a silhouette of the Justice League, and then it just kind of, fades out. It should just fade to black, and then it should be the end of the movie. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. And it doesn't. It keeps going, and then you see a dream sequence. You see Martian Manhunter. And it's like, God, bro, just like stop it, stop. Like the movie should have ended, bro. And there was other scenes during the beginning and the middle, and the end of the actual well, that basically was the end. The beginning and the middle which were ridiculous. Like Aquaman, like taking his shirt off a bunch of times, and then just like slow motion, walking towards the freaking the ocean, and then you see him just glare into it, and you just see like his face, and it's just so ridiculous and dramatic. Like yeah, that's a good way to describe this movie. Dramatic. It's just dramatic. It's dramatic as hell. Like what? Oh my god. What was the other thing I'm gonna mention? Oh yeah, literally the chick. There was a bunch of chicks just like people in general just singing. Uh, and then one of the chicks literally grabbed his shirt and like sniffed it. Oh my god, that was so weird. Like what is this movie? Or movie in quotes, quote unquote. Like I don't know, man. That was ridiculous. And then like you have a bunch of Lois Lane stuff that was like not needed at all. Like you could have like honestly her scenes could have at most the full total like amount of minutes that she could have been on screen was honestly 10 minutes, like under that, honestly, like 7. Like she didn't need to be in this movie like very much at all. She probably had like honestly like 25 to 30 minutes of like 25 to 30 minutes she was on screen. It was ridiculous. I'm not even joking when I say that. It's a 4-hour movie, but like she was in the scene where they had to save Superman, or like bring him back to being like Clark Kent, because he was like evil and he was trying to kill the Justice League. She showed up during that, like in the previous one. There was one with the her and Martha, and oh, that's ridiculous too. Literally, oh my god. I'm gonna get to that in a second, but there's that scene. There's one with her and Clark. There's her before Clark even like gets brought back to life, where she's literally like slow motion walking to his freaking funeral, like his freaking memorial or whatever. It's ridiculous, bro. Oh my god, bro. Like a lot of that could have been cut down. You could have kept all of it, just cut it down, bro. And then in the scene where they're talking, like she's talking with Martha, the Martian Manhunter is he transformed, like literally Martha transforms into the Martian Manhunter. The Martian Manhunter talked to Amy Adams, freaking Lois Lane, to get her to not feel bad about Superman's death, basically. Like, wouldn't it? Like, why would? Oh my god, I know why they added it, but like, it's so ridiculous. They did it for fan service, but it's like, bro, the fans aren't that goddamn important. If like the movie's gonna be this trash, I'm just saying. Like, the movie, it had very good moments. I would say like, when it comes to like the Justice League themselves, like I think that's the best part of the entire movie, and the development of the what I guess the 6 or the 5, mainly the 5, like Flash, Aquaman, yeah, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, Batman, Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? I think those are that's the strongest part of the movie. The actual Justice League themselves. Everything else is like, bro, what is this? Like, it's just bad. Like, even the inclusion of Darkseid is just like kind of just random. Like, I think it works somewhat for this movie. I'm surprised it actually worked. Given that he wasn't in the other one like at all. But it's like he there's just a lot of problems with him. Like, for example, the first fight that he actually was on, instead of Steppenwolf invading Earth, it was him, and you know what I mean, he got like stabbed in the like the side of the neck, or like the clavicle or something like that, and like he never returned to Earth. Like, he got stabbed once by this one guy. I forget who he was. It wasn't like Hercules or whatever, the guy with the lightning, right? Whoever he was, it wasn't him. It was like this other guy, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's been like I think a week or so since I watched it, and this is kind of a late video, but yeah, he gets stabbed once and then he just retreats. Like that kind of makes your main villain like the Thanos of the universe, and forgive me for saying that, but people compare this to Marvel more than I do. So I just have to say he's the Thanos of this universe, and he gets like taken out like that. Like I don't know, man. Like it just doesn't. It's not a good look. Obviously, he wasn't as strong probably back then as he is now, and he probably whooped the Justice League. But it's like we haven't seen like him fight otherwise. He just kind of like stepped on Steppenwolf's head, and oh, I'm tough. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stare at y'all menacingly, and like the Justice League, they just cut off Steppenwolf's head, and it's just like it was raps. It's like, oh, God. Like I don't fear this guy. I don't feel like the Justice League are gonna have that much like trouble with him. And I get it. They had trouble like defeating Steppenwolf, but I feel like once the time comes, man, like they're gonna have to really give Darkseid like something for me to give a crap about him. Even if he does wreck the Justice League, I don't care, because like making him overpowered is not gonna make him a good character. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on just the Darkseid. That whole thing. Again, I already mentioned. The Justice League themselves are cool. I think Flash, definitely was a lot more useful than I thought he would be. With his powers, like how he went back in time to save the whole Justice League. I think that was his best scene. Obviously, his introduction was too long, but I think it was kind of cool looking overall, I guess. Besides the lightning, I think the lightning gets to be a little too much sometimes. But it kind of had that music video kind of vibe to it. Cyborg, he was like my favorite part, almost, like, to be honest. I think he was, because like he had like the best character. He was connected to the mother box. His dad, was working on and helped save him, after his mother's death and stuff like that. He was a football player. He stopped. After the accident, he almost died. He would have died if it wasn't for his father. His father was a great man, great character, maybe I'm saying that just because he was a lot better in this one than the other one, because he was like non-existent in the other one. But sacrifice. The only thing I don't like and that I freaking hate is that he sacrificed himself to mark the box. He sacrificed himself to mark the box. That was like the stupidest thing. Like, I was thinking, all right, he's not gonna stop Steppenwolf from taking the box, but he's gonna stop him. Like, oh my God. Like, but other than that, I guess it was kind of like sad for Cyborg, because I did kind of start to like Cyborg more, and that was like one of the strongest parts. I think it was like the second hour, him and Flash. That's why I mentioned him. Like next, excuse me, like, because I think they were like really strong in this version of the movie, really strong. They were like one of the most important parts. So like them and Superman. I think Superman, he basically just completely destroyed Steppenwolf. But yeah, I guess that kind of leads me to Superman too. Superman, he was like in like the second half of the movie, basically, as he was in the 2017 version. Basically the same, except a little bit different dialogue. This is a different version, so yeah. Yeah, he wears the black suit, and I hear the black suit, because I'm not entirely sure. Like, I don't know. I didn't know anything about the black suit. I still kind of don't, because it's kind of muffled. It's kind of I don't know, still a question mark in my mind, because people say different stuff. But the black suit has a lot more meaning. I'm pretty sure it heals him in the comics. Let me know if I'm wrong. But in this one, it kind of just doesn't do anything. It's just kind of there. He kind of just wears it just for style, and he destroys Steppenwolf as usual. It's just like there's really no purpose to it. I feel like Superman's death overall kind of just shows where this series of movies, this franchise, what I meant to say, kind of just failed with just rushing too many things, And that's kind of what I want to mention in this video as well. They rush too much of this universe, and it kind of shows that, you know, you gotta like sometimes do your own thing and not really focus on like other franchises and stuff like that. And if you're trying to like, in a way, I don't want to say copy, but take inspiration from other things, you got to do it in your own way. And that's what DC just didn't do. That Warner Bros, Zack Snyder, whoever you want to blame, they just they were not on the ball with this one. They weren't. I think the Justice League were a lot better in this, but like with Superman, man, there's still like Zack Snyder just still doesn't know who Superman is. Like, even I'm not like the biggest fan. That's why I'm like kind of whatever with kind of my take on him. Like the black suit was cool, I guess, on him, but it's like I know what Superman's supposed to be, even me, and I don't really particularly like him. And it's like the fact that he's making a movie. If I were making a movie, I would know how to, implement Superman, use Superman better than even Zack. Not saying I'm not trying to say I would be able to make like some sort of amazing freaking movie. I'm just saying like I would know the basis of what their character is. Like Batman, for example, they screwed Batman in the other one. They screwed like all the characters in the other one. But in this, it's like at least they got like certain things right in this one, a lot more so. But with Superman, it's just like it just shows, man. They didn't know what they were doing for the most part. Like, yeah. I mean, they tried to listen to the fans, but again, it's like a lot of this is just fan service. Like Martian Manhunter, people already mentioned this. Martian Manhunter, the Black Suit Superman, Darkseid, the dream sequence with Joker. Like, all this is just fan service. It's ridiculous. But I mean, hey, this is the Snyder cut. But yeah, it's just like yeah, I guess really that's all I have to say on Superman. When it comes to Wonder Woman, I guess she's okay. I think she's fine in this movie, except for that one scene in the beginning where she was fighting those I guess those like criminals trying to kill all those people, or like get money out of like the police or whatever, and basically it was gonna like blow them up. So Wonder Woman saves them, and but it's like kind of dramatic because she like blows up the whole building to stop like one guy when she's literally faster than like any human being like ever. So I don't know, it's just kind of like ridiculous. It kind of shows like he's going like, I feel like Zack, I'm gonna add another thing. Zack is kind of going like, this Snyder cut is literally style. Well, the whole franchise is style over substance, I feel like. And let me know what you think about that. I really want to know, because that's a good way to really summarize how I feel about this whole franchise. It's style over substance. Like with Suicide Squad, I think it got an award for something like best costume design or something like that. For the Harley Quinn, costume and stuff like that. Killer Croc's outfit, or costume, like his look, probably like Deadshot's or something. I don't know, whatever. Like that, they got best like costume design or something. So like I don't understand why they can't like get someone to work on these, like the actual story stuff like that, because that's really the main thing that they care about. Just make it look good. That's kind of like the problem with these movies. It's like he wants it to be 300, but like a DC style. That's literally the best way I could put it. I was thinking to myself, like, it's 300. You got Wonder Woman like slicing people's heads off. You got like evil warlords, Darkseid. You got like different realms. You got like Atlantis. You got like a Themyscira. It's just like it kind of gives me that vibe. The slow-mo, just like all these glorious shots that mean absolutely nothing. It's just like it kind of just, it has that vibe. It's just like whatever, you know what I mean? So I think that's just one thing. It's just the story, man. The story was a lot better in this one. I'm gonna say that again. It was a lot better in this one. Huge improvement, I'll say. Even though I haven't seen the other one, the 2017 version, in a while, I know enough about it because I've seen videos. I just know it's a lot better. So yeah. I guess since I talked about the heroes, I guess I'll kind of talk about the villains a little bit more again. When it comes to the villains, like Steppenwolf is basically the same, except he has a different design. Obviously, it's different scenes overall, so he seems more menacing in this one. But it's like it kind of like something about it. It's just not right. It still kind of looks like a PS3. Like someone said, right? He looks like a PS2 version of Steppenwolf in the 2017 version, but in this version, he looks like a PS3 version of Steppenwolf, and it's like, oh my god, that was funny as hell. Cause it's like, Loki is true. It's just kind of, a step up, but not great. And I don't mean to sound pessimistic, but it's just kind of, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like he just kind of looks spiky and stupid. Yeah, quote me on that. He looks spiky and stupid. Yeah. Um, I guess he looks bigger, you know what I mean, more intimidating. The spikes, the armor, protects him more. It's like that adds more, I guess, but he's like the same character. The only thing that makes him, I guess, different is he's not saying mother, 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 uh, every 2 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever. Um, it's more like he wants to redeem himself for Darkseid and stuff like that. But it's like I just think he's kind of just like a lackey, and not just because he's a lackey, because Loki was a lackey in Avengers 1, like, and people like Loki, so it's not even like, I hate when people say, oh, he's just a lackey, for Darkseid. Oh my god, like, bro, shut up. Like, y'all like Avengers 1, like, stop it. um and Thanos was like in the post credit scene, so you already know. But yeah, I also wanted to talk about the dream sequence. Now, the dream sequence had no, not Aquaman, Mira, Justice for Johnny, Mira, uh, um, Batman, Flash, Cyborg, Deathstroke, and the Joker. I think that's it. And it was just like the most ridiculous thing. I had to add this at the end because, like, I don't have much to say about it other than, like, kind of what I said before. It just shows that they're adding too much to this movie. The dream sequence in general is just like, it shows like his, and they probably added it afterwards. Obviously, they wanted to give Jared Leto another chance and stuff like that, and give him, he already had longer hair, so they just painted it or made it green. Just made him the Joker again. He's like probably slightly better than he was in like Suicide Squad, but I haven't seen that in a while either, so I don't know. He doesn't seem like that great, because I saw Joaquin, I saw Ledger, and not trying to compare, because obviously, oh my god, Ledger, Heath Ledger was the best Joker to ever, the best villain to ever. Like, no, God, I hate those people too. You know what I mean? Or not hate, but I just don't agree. I don't agree with them, I'll say. Yeah, so like, it's not even that. I just don't. I don't like him. I don't like it. I don't like his portrayal. So yeah, that whole scene where Batman was like, "I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna freaking kill you, Joker." Like, it's edgy Batman again. BVS, trash, garbage. You know what I mean? I'm just keep it a buck. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I think Mira, even if Heard, Amber Heard, she wasn't like doing all the bullcrap that she did to Johnny and stuff like that. I think that the Mira just doesn't deserve. She's not like a good enough character for me to give her crap. That, oh my god, I lost Aquaman. Like, I rather see Aquaman. Like, it's so stupid, bro. But they had. I realized when you look at that team, you got Flash, Aquaman, and you got Batman. Literally the weakest links of the whole Justice League. Now, wait, no, did I say Aquaman? Flash, Cyborg, and Batman. Did I say that? Whatever. Now Flash could be ridiculously powerful, as you've seen in Justice League 1, or just the Snyder cut. This movie, yeah. Like, he can go back in time and stuff like that, but he doesn't know how to use his powers. Cyborg is also not weak, but like, he hasn't had that many strength feats. It's mainly just like hacking, using technology as he does. But like, out of the whole Justice, like, he's the weakest. Let's keep it a buck here. You know what I mean? Wonder Woman, Superman, you know what I mean? Aquaman, yeah. And then Flash is right next to him. So I literally have the weakest of the Justice League. With Batman obviously being the weakest, obviously. So I just, and I like Superman being evil personally because I don't like favor the character. I don't think he's like super great or whatever. And I like Injustice. That's probably my favorite story, or one of DC. But I just, for some reason, I'm not rocking with this. I'm really not rocking with it. It's just like, because Zach, he can't do good. It's not even like he just has a different view on Superman, and that's why people don't like it. It's just like he doesn't know how to do these characters right. Period. Like Batman, like Flash. I like those two. So it's like period. I just don't think he is the right fit for these movies, and I think in the future they just need a new director. Period. You know what I mean? They gotta switch things up. They gotta add new characters. Add different stories. Just try to, I guess, just try to fix whatever they can from this universe. They've had some good movies like Aquaman and arguably Wonder Woman 1, and people like Joker as well. Shazam was well received, I'd say. I guess it was a pretty okay movie, I'd say. Yeah. And I just think they have potential, but these, it's just like they started off bad, and they're ending not so great. So if this is the ending, I'd say, because who knows? Who really knows for the future if it is the ending? It's kind of disappointing, but at least they kind of got another shot to get this universe, a more so proper Justice League movie. Or again, I don't know if I can call this a movie, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, a portrayal of the Justice League. It's not the best, not nearly the best, but not the worst. I'd say it's probably not the worst. Comment, subscribe, like. Let me know what you think about this whatever it is, and also my review. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna try to make more videos. I always say that, but I never do. So yeah, bye.
Red Hot Gotsy, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe.